Rick. Hey. So you're here for NAMM, for the Bassbreaker, for Fender?
Why, I certainly am. Yeah, I'm here talking about the new Bassbreaker amplifiers at NAMM 2016. We're very excited about them. Very different departure for Fender in general. You know, people know us for our wonderful cleans and our tweed sounds. But we wanted to offer something just a little bit different for different players. And so really, Bassbreaker comes from the idea that 10 years ago, we made an amplifier called the Bassbreaker, which was elements of the original Bassman, which ended up becoming a bass amp that was for rock guitarists, and combining it with some of the elements of a UK amp. And it was Bassman circuit with two 12-inch speakers. And so we started thinking, what could we do along those lines where we combine the best elements of Fender DNA with maybe some British flavored things to give to other tonal options. So we started looking at different tubes. So then we started thinking about EL84s, EL34s, Celestion speakers. And then we came up with the idea of the entire line, which is the 007, the 15, the 1830, and the 45. Now the thing about these is it's not just the same amp at different wattages, and the number corresponds to the watts of each amplifier. Each one was going to be a distinctive skill set. So the 007 is for someone that maybe practices at home or records at a low volume. It has its own thing with a treble boost and a master volume. The 15 is maybe someone that records at home a lot, so it's got 3 different gain structures. It's got built-in reverb, the only of the bunch. It has an effects loop, and then also has XLR out, so you can actually record directly without a speaker attached to it with cabinet simulation. So you can get a great sound without ever having to put a microphone in front of it. And then 1830, that one's about EL84s, really great chime, big open sound. It combines the Fender Deluxe Reverb Clean on one side, and then the Fender Brown Deluxe on the other side. So it's the only 2-channel amp with great cleans, then a really nice grit and aggressive tone on the other side. And then all the way up to the 45, which is the flagship, and that's what this is based on in a way. It's marrying the original Bassman circuit with a few modern tweaks. We actually have power scaling, so you can go from 45 watts all the way down to 1. And then you have a third input, which actually bridges both channels, because a lot of people in the old days would put a jumper cable between the 2 channels and blend them. Now you just plug into this and you can blend the best of those sounds. So each one's, you know, great for someone that's maybe practicing at home, someone that's recording, someone that's playing on the weekends, all the way up to someone like an artist that's going to need some power and some real volume.
So what I heard before, you got some real rock sounds out of the series here.
Yeah, it's definitely something that people maybe aren't used to hearing from Fender. But I mean,
I didn't expect that. So I saw a Bassbreaker logo and I thought, okay, it's a kind of vintage American sound, but it sounded very British what you did here.
Yeah, it is. The thing that's great about it is
British flavored. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say that thing. It's not copying anyone else. We're starting with the idea of the Bassman and taking it. But yeah, when you add different tubes and you add different speakers, you're gonna do something. But when you have Fender tone circuits and then you add those things, it becomes its own thing almost. It's like you feel the hint of it, but it's not replicating anything else. It becomes its own thing.
Okay, cool.
So why don't I play through each one of the amplifiers so you can hear a little bit of how they sound.
Great.
All right, let's do it. This would be the 15. Still rolling?
Hey, there's pretty much a wide range of guitar tones, man. Very, very. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean that's what we were going for. We didn't want to make sure. We want to make sure that each one had its own thing, so there was a lot to offer. So someone might want just one. Someone may want one for bedroom, one for practice. Who knows? Who knows?
So from the chimey American style to that beefy Billy Gibbons,
Yeah.
vintage gain stuff. Pretty much. Cool.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we cover a lot of bases that way.